What's up, everyone? We're back for another episode of Datepod. Today, I have a very special guest. His name is Adam.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Adam. How are you?
I'm great, Ryan. How are you?
Very good. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm very excited to be doing this.
It has been a while. We used to see each other a lot.
Yeah, we used to work together, and then you wised up.
I didn't wise up. I got lucky.
But either way, we're here doing a date pod today.
Sure we are.
Mini podcast, where I get together with a friend, stranger, whatever, and we talk about a topic of their choosing. So, Adam, what did you want to talk about today?
All I want to talk about, it's January right now, and we got the Winter Olympics coming up, so I figured that we'd talk about that.
It was actually cold for like a few days instead of being like 60, although it's going to go back up to like 50 degrees this week.
Yeah, I mean, we had a rough start there, too. It was like 15 degrees for that week. Yeah.
But anyway, we want to talk about the Winter Olympics, which is happening when? February?
February 8th.
February 8th is the opening ceremonies?
The coverage probably starts like the 7th, yeah. I think, and I don't know, ceremonies might be the 9th.
Right.
I don't know, sometime around there.
It's in
Friday.
It's in where? Pyeongchang,
South
Korea. So it's going to be wild.
The
the opening ceremony is probably going to be wild.
Yes.
Because I think the Summer Olympics were in Korea not too long ago.
There's the
Beijing
Olympics were crazy.
Yeah, and that was Japan.
That opening ceremony was probably the wildest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
So you can only assume that this one is probably going to be in that quality.
I hope so. That the opening ceremonies are always quite a spectacle.
Over under on animatronic giant animals.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to put it at 5.
Oh, I hope over.
Me too, actually. I was just some crazy giant animal parade.
Or I don't know. I don't even know what to expect. I mean, I've seen some crazy things at some opening ceremonies.
Yeah, the last one was pretty wild.
Never dreamt of. Yeah.
And that was in Russia. The last Olympics.
Yes.
It was in Russia. That was wild.
That was wild. They usually are. They're exciting. They're fun. I don't know. It's cool to see the whole world focused in on one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of other bad things we don't need to talk about.
It's a great distraction for everyone.
I think it actually is a good start to 2018, considering everybody hated 2017. I didn't think it was that bad. Obviously, there's stuff that people like and don't like, but
there's
I
ups
think
and downs always in every year.
I think this is a good start. Having the Olympics, something everybody could kind of get into, at least in some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited about in the Olympics besides the opening ceremony?
Well, there's always two things I get really excited about, and I snowboarded for a long time my whole life, so snowboarding is always fun to watch, but I always get extremely pumped for the curling.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
One of those guys, the curling guy.
Oh, my, yeah, it's just a wonderful sport, and it's great to watch it. I mean, I only get to watch it once every 4 years. I'm sure there's curling on elsewhere during,
Yeah, you got to find
the Olympics, but
you
I watch
find
curling once every 4 years. And
find the Reddit streams
of
curling championships around the world.
I know it's out there, but no, Olympic curling's the only curling for me.
See, I consider myself a curling hipster.
Oh, yeah?
I liked curling before everybody started liking it.
Okay.
And now that everybody likes it so much, I kind of hate it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Just
I respect that. Yeah. I've always loved winter and snow. So my entire life I've always got pumped for the Winter Olympics.
But to me, that's the least winter thing that happens during the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, and I like it for its satirical value.
Yeah, sheer tomfoolery.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still fun, and how anticlimactic it is hysterical in a way.
I just it's just so wild to me that that's even a thing.
I agree, but I think that's part of the appeal.
I think my favorite part is when they're sweeping the ice after the, I don't even know what it's called, the bowler.
Yeah, I don't know what any
the big stone is released, and the
you.
guy who released it just screams at the brush. He's like, "Punch!
Yeah,
go right!"
I was just gonna say my favorite part of the entire thing is the person who screams at everyone. It's hysterical.
It's amazing. That's quality. I do agree with that.
And then the celebrations are also pretty amazing.
Yeah, they get super. It's like they just scored the winning goal at the World Cup.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's more of a funny. But I do enjoy it in a real sense, though, too.
I wish I could try it.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to try it because I feel like I'd be terrible.
Yeah,
I feel like
Yeah, I want to try it too because I think it's probably a pretty tough sport and probably give you a lot more respect for it. But well,
I mean, I played shuffleboard at a bar before. You sprinkle a little sand on the table and you wing the metal disc.
I bet it's more difficult than most people think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's definitely got to be a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, they only can make they get those stones from one place in the world?
I had no
Is it made
idea.
from one island that stone comes from or whatever, where they can harvest it and make them?
That's amazing.
That's it.
That's
I
pretty cool.
learned that.
That
I think
makes curling even cooler.
I learned that at the last Olympics, I think.
Did you?
Yeah.
I probably heard it and forgot about it.
It's pretty pointless, to be honest. Like,
I'm glad you remembered it.
I
though.
learned
I'm
it.
gonna-
I
I'm
learned
gonna
it.
tell so many people that when I'm watching the Olympics.
You're gonna sound so cool for like 4 days, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Okay, dude, it's like not even on anymore." Yeah, I learned at the last Olympics, and it just came up again now, so that's how relevant it is.
I'm pretty sure that curling like kicks off the Olympics too. I'm pretty sure it's like the first like 2.5 days of the Olympics.
Well, they always say
are
lead with your front
curling.
foot, so
Yeah,
you got to
there
put
you
the
go.
most interesting first. People
pretty-
sliding on ice and brooming it down to the edge.
Yeah. But if I'm being completely honest, when it comes to the Olympics, I do. Snowboarding is 100% what I watch the Olympics for. I mean, I love, and honestly, the skiing too. It's not like the downhill stuff, but the freestyle,
Like freestyle
half-pipe.
tricks and stuff.
Yeah, and the freestyle is my favorite.
My favorite
slopes.
thing is easily like the cross country skiing where they shoot the targets
That
too.
is also
That's like wacky to me because they had to be exhausted when they get there and they had to like steady this gun and shoot it at targets.
You see people like fall at that finish line like all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't know why. I just like the shooting part.
No, yeah, I actually think cross country is really interesting, and that's why I like the Winter Olympics too, is because it's kind of wacky.
Yeah, it is
It's
a little
all
wacky.
these, like not because, like, I mean we're lucky we get to experience both winter and summer sports almost in like the same capacity.
Yeah.
We're like there's a ton of countries that get one or the other. So I mean there's
Yeah, like they're thriving in the Winter Olympics.
like,
They're thriving
think-
in the summer.
I think like Norway is like the second best, like has the second best medal count in the
Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to look up. I don't know that off the top of my
Don't
head.
hold me to that. That could.
I'm
be
quoting
100%
you,
made
everyone.
Up,
You
but-
heard it here first.
and-
Norway's coming in second in medal count.
I mean,
Get
if
on
it's
the
right,
Norwegian
you did hear it
train.
first. If it's wrong, well, I'm sorry.
Get on the Norwegian train while you can
Yeah.
before it's too late and you're a bandwagon fan.
I believe it's USA, Norway, and then Canada.
I think Canada's second.
That's very possible.
And
Yeah,
then
I could be so. You know what? That might be last Winter Olympics from 2014.
And there's always like some
I think
crazy
that's what that
surprise
number
team,
is.
like some team that has no business participating in the Olympics, like some, I don't know, like Sudan or something,
Right,
where
yeah.
they don't even have snow in that country, and yet some reason they're medaling in like everything at the Winter Olympics. I always like that. That's my favorite.
I always actually no, my favorite's when a country only has like one contender and they still place. That's
Do you see them at the opening ceremony? They have
Yeah.
one person representing
Yeah,
their whole
right.
country. That's wild.
Like,
How
there'll
much
be-
pressure is that?
Yeah, right.
Like, you can't be that pressured when you're walking out with like 100 Americans participating in like every sport.
Yeah, I also think it's pretty cool though to
Well, you're
you have to be
automatically
the
a
one
national
represented.
hero.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, you are the guy.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's seen as like an odd, but you're right. That is a ton of pressure.
That's crazy. You get
Yeah.
to walk out with a flag and everything. That'd be wacky. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, but the athletics of it is also just always amazing. I'm actually really excited for hockey too.
Yeah, I always like the hockey, but I guess it's as far as America will go. We're Americans, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not trying to watch another country win, and it's always like Canada, and
Right.
they're above us
Well, the nice
physically.
there's no
Geographically.
Oh well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, geographically. Yeah. That does help a little bit when it comes to hockey.
But yeah, I like hockey too. But as soon as like the U.S. like they don't either get to the gold medal round or whatever, I kind of lose the interest. Or if they play worse.
Well, the only reason I'm excited this year for it, because I kind of agree with you for the most part, but this year there's no NHL players participating in it.
That is
NHL
cool.
banned it, which kind of sucks, especially for NHL players, but it's a lot of young kids too. Which,
Yeah, no, that's gonna be good
Yeah.
because that's like what the Summer Olympics does with soccer. They're only allowed to have people 23 and under,
right.
and they can have 3
Yeah.
people who aren't 23.
Yeah,
on the
and those
team.
kids just grind. So
Yeah, they're just trying to win.
Exactly.
Like anybody can win that. That's when you get like a rando country making it
Right.
and like winning, like Nigeria or something.
Yeah.
It's like they're
Yeah.
pretty good in the world stage, but you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect them to win, and then they pull it out the Olympics.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I'm not a big Olympics guy, to be honest. I'm really not.
Really?
Like my family is. They always like get into it for some reason. I'm just not. I don't know.
I don't know. I find it inspiring in a way. It's cool. I always think it's so cool whenever you see just like a huge mass of people, kind of even though it's so small, like people are literally just watching it. But even when you get that kind of, numbers, it's, a worldwide thing. I just think it's neat to see
the
that.
greater good. It's good for everyone to root for something.
Yeah, and it's a very small thing too, but just I agree. Even though, and you're rooting against each other still, but it's good friendly competition and it's always respectful.
Yeah,
there's always sportsmanship, and
I get that.
I love seeing that side of it, and
I could get in the mindset for sure.
Right,
but for some reason I'm just like not super into watching it. I guess there's a couple things I like watching, but I'm not like the kind of person who's like, oh, I'm home, I'm gonna pop the Olympics on. Like,
right, yeah,
that's just not me.
And again, like I would, regardless of the Olympics, like I would watch snowboarding anyway. So that's also like that's a big, because I'm not quite as into the Summer Olympics. I mean, I do still like it for the same reasons, but
yeah,
I definitely don't watch nearly as many of the events because I'm much not interested in the sports.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, and usually on this show I like to give people a shoot, fuck, marry. I'm gonna try. I didn't think of one specifically, but my mind's going right now.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
I'm gonna have to give you a shoot, fuck, marry of Olympic athletes.
Oh.
We'll go with Shaun White.
Oh, baby.
How about Apollo Ono? Do you remember him?
Yeah,
the speed skater. And then, oh man, who's the skier? The guy skier who's pretty good.
I couldn't tell you. See, I should know this stuff.
You
think I would, but I honestly can only tell you the snowboarders.
Oh man. Start with those.
Lindsey Vonn?
No, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. God, it's killing me. I'm googling it. If there's dead air, I'll cut it out. Yeah. We need to know.
Hey, the Flyers are up 1-0.
That's a good stuff.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh man.
Against the stinking Rangers.
Famous Miller. Bodie Miller.
Bodie Miller. Oh,
that's what I was thinking of. Bodie Miller. So Shaun White, Bodie Miller, and Apollo Ono.
Well, you made it somewhat easy for me, but I would have done this anyway, even if it was. But we need Shaun White and Bodie Miller to win its gold medals in this Olympics. So
no, they're all competing. This is heyday.
All right, well, I'm still shooting Apollo. I don't know. That he's got a weird face.
See, I mean, yeah, you're not gonna.
I hate the face. He looks like he's a douchebag. I don't know why.
You're not gonna kill a guy, or you're not gonna have sex with somebody you don't want to look at.
I'm sure he's a great. The Subway commercial really ended.
Oh yeah. What really annoyed me about him is how he yawned before every race. Like, because it was like a nerves thing, like
right.
People yawn sometimes, but like still, like he would yawn and people were like, "Oh, he's not even trying," and I knew it was part of like his shtick or whatever, but I was just like, "Fuck you for yawning, man! You need to win a gold medal if you're gonna be out there yawning."
Yeah, right.
All right, so Apollo Ono's dead.
Yeah,
sorry,
he's
Apollo.
That choice was easy. The next, I don't know. The next was kind of hard. Ooh, I respect the hell out of Shaun White, and I think he's one of the best snowboarders alive, and he just scored a perfect score to qualify for the Olympics.
After injuring himself like 2 months ago.
Yeah. He literally did a 1,400 and 3 1200s, which is like crazy. But
lots of circle talk here.
Yeah, but I think he is actually kind of a douchebag. Like I've watched enough videos of him to kind of, and I don't know, a lot of people say he's grown out of it, but I don't want to marry him, so I guess I'll fuck Shaun White. He's gonna win a lot of gold medals this week, so and I guess that means I'm marry Bodie Miller. He seems like a pretty cool dude.
I don't know anything about him, so I'm just gonna have to assume that he's a family man.
I don't know much about him, but I've from the little bit I've
like
seen.
If you wanted to go out and do your thing for a day, he'd watch the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I think of Bodie Miller. I don't know anything about him, but
Stand-up
that's all
guy.
I can assume. Yeah,
that's my future husband.
So that's good. There you have it. Apollo's dead. Bodie's the man of your dreams, and you're fucking Shaun White.
There we go.
There you have it.
And all his gold medals.
You can drop them on top of you like they were rose petals.
I can't wait.
All right, so I have a game for you This game is completely irrelevant, and it's a game I made up
I can't
myself.
wait.
I am actually very proud of this. It's called Puppy or Pastry.
Oh, amazing.
Has nothing to do with the Olympics,
Okay,
but you're going to
good.
have to tell me whether this name is either a pastry or a dog breed.
Oh, my God. All right. I'm not very good with food, so
I don't think you're going to be very good with these dogs either,
Alright.
because I made sure they were odd.
I'm not going to guess that every single one's a puppy, I'll tell you. that.
Well, I don't know. It could be the strat.
Yeah,
it could
no,
be the
that's true.
strat. All right, I'm going to start with Chin Chin.
Chin Chin. I'm going to go with pastry.
It is a pastry. Look at you, off to a good
That was
start.
a lucky guess.
All right, we're going to go to Hamantash.
Oh, goodness. I hope that's not a puppy, but I kind of feel like it is.
You go puppy?
I'm going puppy.
It's a pastry.
Oh, good.
Hamantash. Come here, Hamantash.
It's like someone scolding the heck out of Hamantash. Bad Hamantash.
It's people referring to their dog by their breed now, not by their actual name. Come here, Shih Tzu.
That's a good point. That's a good one.
Let's see. We have Gibanika.
Oh, no. This is probably a
Good
bad
old-
way to do it, but you just did 2 pastries, so I'm going to go puppy again.
It's a pastry.
No! Terrible
One-
logic.
1 for 3.
I should have known. You're smarter than
Yeah,
that.
you're going with a guy who pays attention to tests and stuff like
Oh,
that.
darn it. Yeah. This is what school does to you.
All right, how about Korean Jindo?
Oh, man. I wanted to scream
Will
pastry.
I do 4 pastries in a row?
I wanted to scream pastry
Are
there,
you willing
but-
to take this risk? I'm
Oh,
just
now-
crazy enough
Now
to
you're
do
all
it.
up in my head. I can't. My gut was pastry, so I'm gonna go pastry.
It's a dog. We got him. You're 1 for 4. I was really surprised. You got the first one, to be honest. Let's go with Bouvray de Flandres.
Oh man, I'm gonna go puppy.
That is a dog.
That's a great dog name.
I think it's from South America somewhere, if I
Wow.
remember looking this dog up.
I'm gonna try and look that up, but I bet I can't because I don't know how to spell that.
How about Bichon au Citron?
That also sounds like a lovely dog name. Although it says citron, that's kind of. I'm gonna go dog. Yeah, puppy.
It's a pastry.
I
There
shoulda
is a
known.
dog breed called a Bichon Frise, but this is a Bichon au Citron, which is a puff pastry with lemon curds.
I should have known the citron. Citron should have
See, but the Bichon, man, I'm pretty good at this.
Darn, that
All
was
right,
tricky.
so you're 1 for 5, I think, or
it's
2 for 5.
unbelievable that
2
this
for
game
6.
is even this hard.
Right? I put a lot of work into this. I just thought of it one day, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if puppy dog breeds and pastries have
Yeah.
any similar names.
I sure do.
'Cause this is a dumb game that we need to
Yeah.
play.
It's a great game.
How about Shakabura?
I kind of want to eat a shot. I kind of want to do. It sounds like a shot almost.
Shakabura.
Shakabura.
Well, you're either eating a dog or a pastry,
it's
so
a
choose
pastry.
wisely.
Pastry.
It is a
Oh
pastry.
my God! All right.
Up to 3 for 7. All right. How about Visla?
Visla sounds like something I'd like to eat. I think that's a pastry.
That is a dog. You
Oh,
sick fuck. Sounds delicious. Get me some Visla right here.
Oh, man.
Come here, boy. He wants to eat you. That's what you just did.
That's so unfortunate.
So
I
you're
don't want to eat any puppies. Disclaimer. No puppies were harmed in the making of this pod.
3 of 8. You're not off to a great start.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's see if this one confuses you. Schnoodle.
Well, yep.
Good old
I
schnoodle. You
feel
gonna
like-
take the schnoodle out for a walk, or are you putting it in the oven to heat it up for breakfast?
Like a schnickerdoodle or like a poodle. I think it's like a crappy breed of a poodle. I'm gonna go puppy.
It is a dog. It's
Oh,
a
thank-
schnauzer and a poodle mix.
Yep, there it is.
Look
Exactly.
at you. I thought I thought the noodle
I-
sound might throw you off a little bit.
Well, no, what threw me off is it sounded too much like poodle, but I thought that was too easy. I thought you were too. I gotta stop. I'm trying to outthink this.
So you're at 4 of 9. We're gonna have one more. Let's see if you can get to 500.
Oh gosh, yeah, 50%, baby.
Azawak.
Oh my gosh. You really saved a good one for last.
Oh, I have 10 other ones that I could read you, but we're not gonna go there. we're gonna keep this out. You've already said you're gonna eat like 6 dogs, so I can't have this. I need to cut this off before we actually get there.
I really want this to be a dog. I think it sounds like a sweet dog name.
You gonna take your Azawak for a walk?
I hope so.
Or are you putting your little chef's hat on, puff pastry Azawak?
Nah, fuck that. I want to take my Azawak for a walk.
Oh, he's taking the Azawak for a walk because it is a dog.
Yeah,
baby! You made it. You're back to 500.
Guys, I'm getting an Azawak next week.
I don't even know where that's from. But
next Datepod, mine and Ryan's new Azawak.
Things are moving way too quick. I'm going to need you to chill out. Can't be getting dogs already. Barely can finance my own life, let alone another being.
Oh, that's a good point.
So there you have it. Puppy or pastry. I'll save the other questions for some other people, maybe.
There you go. Yeah, it's a good
Although
one.
I don't know. I might have given you too many pastries. There might be a lot of dog breeds left.
No, I think that was good.
I mixed it up.
Yeah.
I did hit you with 3 pastries off the bat just to fuck with you.
Well, it worked. Yeah, it worked.
But anyway, did you have a good time? Was this a good date?
I had a fantastic time.
I'll come back for another date.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. I'm
Yeah.
glad you had fun. And this was a fun one for me too. Winter Olympics in however long from this podcast when I release it, probably close to the Winter Olympics. Probably within a couple
tomorrow.
days.
Winter Olympics are on tomorrow, everybody.
This has been another episode of the Datepod. I was here with Adam. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
If you want to hear more Datepods, you can go to our website, topicthunderpod.com, where you could also hear the regular Topic Thunder podcast, which I do with 3 other fine gentlemen.
Funny stuff, guys.
You could also follow our YouTube channel and all of our social medias at topicthunderpod.com. So give it a look. Check it out. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on our next date.
See you guys.